Welcome to Let's Listen, your friendly space to explore stories, characters, and timeless ideas. Today, we're talking about one of the most mysterious and fascinating figures in all of literature, Hamlet, the Prince of Denmark. Yes, Ananya, Hamlet is a character who has puzzled readers and audiences for more than 400 years. Even today, people feel there's something about him that cannot be completely understood. He's complex, emotional, and full of contradictions, and that's what makes him unforgettable. True, Mira. From the very beginning, Shakespeare shows Hamlet as different. Other characters can't quite figure him out, and even we, the audience, feel there's more to him than what he says. When he speaks, it's like he's hiding some deeper thought, maybe something he himself doesn't fully know. Exactly. That mysterious quality, the feeling that there's something more, is what makes him so human. He's a university student whose life is turned upside down when his father dies and his mother quickly marries his uncle. And when he learns that Claudius may have murdered his father, he becomes trapped between thought and action. Yes, most characters in such stories would immediately take revenge. But Hamlet is different. He wants proof, not just suspicion. He's thoughtful, philosophical, and deeply curious about life and death. He asks questions most people avoid, about the soul, the afterlife, and even the meaning of existence. That's right. Remember his famous line, "To be or not to be?" That is the question. It shows how torn he is between living and dying, acting and waiting. He can't accept anything without understanding it completely, and that makes him hesitate again and again. But what's interesting is, when Hamlet finally does act, he acts impulsively. He kills Polonius without checking who's behind the curtain. It's strange. He spends hours thinking about killing his uncle, but does this other killing without a thought. Yes, that's Hamlet's paradox. He's both thoughtful and rash, calm and wild. At times, he even pretends to be mad, speaking in riddles and confusing everyone around him. His strange behavior keeps others, and us, guessing whether he's truly mad or just acting. And there's another side to him, his sadness. Hamlet is deeply unhappy with everything around him, his country, his family, even himself. He's heartbroken that his mother, Queen Gertrude, married Claudius so soon after his father's death. And he becomes cruel to Ophelia, the woman he once loved. His disappointment turns into anger and distrust, especially towards women. Yes, his words often sound harsh, even bitter. He talks about death many times, even about suicide, wondering if life is worth living at all. We can feel his loneliness, a young man lost between duty, grief, and doubt. Still, what's most surprising is that even though he's the Prince of Denmark, he doesn't think much about ruling or protecting his country. He's more focused on his own mind, his thoughts, his fears, his guilt. While Denmark faces danger from enemies, Hamlet is busy questioning life itself. Exactly. He's not a political prince, he's a philosophical soul. Shakespeare shows that even a royal person can feel helpless and confused. That's why Hamlet feels real to us. He's a thinker who can't stop thinking, even when action is needed. So, Mira, would you say Hamlet's tragedy is his indecision? Yes, his indecision, his overthinking, and his sadness all combine to destroy him. He wants truth and justice, but he becomes trapped in his own mind. In trying to understand everything, he loses everything. So friends, Hamlet reminds us that sometimes our minds can be both our greatest gift and our greatest enemy. Thinking too much can make us forget to live, and that's what makes him so human. He's not a hero or a villain, but a mirror of all our doubts, fears, and dreams. Every generation sees a little of themselves in Hamlet. You've been listening to Let's Listen, where great characters come alive through simple, heartfelt conversations. Join us next time for another deep dive into literature, because stories are not just to read, but to feel and understand.